Hello, everyone. My name is Bolthra, and welcome to Laser Vision Comics, our weekly Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition Chronicle. My name is Bolthra, and I'm going to introduce my players, and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to first introduce Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Zandra, who is Thunderbolt, and has probably just ruined her relationship, her budding relationship with someone she was dating. And yeah.
We all hate when that happens.
Oh, yeah.
It's me, your boy, Aloysius, aka Benny, aka Old Man Winter, who is also probably the leading cause for Zandra's dysfunctional blossoming relationship.
We're starting to wonder about that. Maybe there's maybe building a subplot there. We'll have to explore that.
She comes back like 4 issues down the line and is trying to kill me.
Yeah, maybe he's secretly in love with Sophie Fox. So we'll never know. And
just be like, I have no idea who this lady is. Never seen her before in my life.
Well, secretly they've had a torrid affair for 5 years. No. Anyway, as we start our game, I would like to thank our new sponsors, Mobius World's Games. Oh, excuse me, Mobius World's Publishing. I already screwed it up the first time. Great. Good going. Good going, Tom. We have sponsorship now from them, and we're proud to be playing their game, and glad they're taking us on board. So as we get started tonight, tonight was going to be something a little bit different. But what we're going to do is the characters were going to be Old Man Winter and Thunderbolt. We're going to be traveling somewhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually take a little step back from the end of the last episode, and then kind of in between this one and what will be the next issue, to focus on perhaps Old Man Winter and Thunderbolt just sitting at a bar. They've both found out again that they're going to be traveling with Aegeus to a undisclosed location, which they haven't been told about yet. So what they've decided is, hey, you know what? Let's take off the superhero stuff for a night. Let's just sit down and have a drink and just catch up. Yeah. So we go into our first page. And we see just an innocuous sign outside of a rainy, kind of snowy building that says bar. Just no name, just bar.
Sure.
And we go inside and we pull up to the bar. It's maybe about 3-4 customers, including our pair. There's an old guy sleeping at a table, passed out.
That guy's had enough.
There's a rather dour-looking woman kind of sitting way at the end of the bar, just kind of smoking and drinking. In our universe, we'll say you can still smoke in bars in Illinois. And then at the very end, we have our heroes. And why don't you guys let me know kind of how you're dressed, because you're not in your superhero costumes at the moment. So just give us an idea, maybe how they look.
All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'd say Benny beforehand and like maybe on his way was just sort of like sapping little bits of heat here and there to slowly look more and more normal. Since he's like, maybe I don't want people constantly commenting on how old I look because I just have white hair. That gets very annoying. So I'd say he like tries to look as normal as possible. As for clothing, I'd say he's got some like steel-toed boots on, jeans, sort of like a very plain t-shirt, and then sort of like a I guess kind of a jacket like this, like nothing super like heavy or anything, like a very lightweight jacket.
It is January of 2023. So the next important question is, what's he drinking?
What's he drinking? That's a good question.
You say White Claw, I end the issue here.
I was not going to say White Claw. I'm not a White Claw advocate. We'll say an Oktoberfest.
Oh, good man. Good man. And Thunderbolt.
Okay,
what is
Thunderbolt
Zandra?
was Zandra was dressed up for her date that ended abruptly, as if you've seen the previous episode. That's why. So she's still wearing like a tank top with like a 90s looking fluffy shirt over it and black slacks and nicer shoes. I think she's wearing Keds because that's the best she had, that weren't like work boots. And yeah, she like did her hair a little bit. That's all. It's probably messed up after the battle every time, but you know. Mm-hmm.
And what's she drinking?
She didn't really get to finish her glass of wine at the restaurant, so she's just going to order a glass of red wine.
And they'll say, well, we got some wine. I don't know if it's a good brand or not. And they kind of dust off the bottle a little bit.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of wine drinkers here, says the bartender. His name is Earl. Just like Earl from Catsbridge. Same name, but different guy. So
different guy, common name.
But
do they look even remotely similar to each other?
They do, actually. They do. This could possibly be Earl Jr. You don't know. Perhaps he started a. He moved up to the big city, and started his own dive bar in Chicago. So this could easily be Earl Jr. You don't know.
Could be Earl Jr. Okay, well, has the bottle been opened?
No.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a glass of that. That's fine.
It's a screw top.
Whatever. My night's already shot, so.
Right. Earl brings over your drinks, sets them down. Should I start tab?
I don't know yet.
Sure, go right ahead, Earl.
Okay, then. Yeah.
He turns around and just goes back, and he's picks up his phone. He's probably just sitting there looking at it. Just.
Yeah.
So, tell me about this date of yours.
It didn't go well. I mean, it was going just fine. And then, I drove out here from Catsbridge and my vehicle's hopefully not being towed. Rich neighborhood. I wasn't planning on that. I don't think I've seen any place this rich before. And I texted Sophie when I got there and met her at the door, and she gave me a hug and she kissed my cheek, and we went and sat down and started eating and drinking. And I was just listening to her talk, and then we heard a car crash, and then I saw you, and I'm like, oh, I got to go out there. So.
Yeah, just me blasting up the street. Yeah, sorry
about
that.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of felt like I can't just leave you there. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know who these trucks were from, or are they good guys? Are they bad guys? I don't know. So I just figured I'd go help you, and Sophie didn't really dig that, and I don't know. She says she wants some time to think about it.
Only a good sign, that one.
Yeah, I probably won't hear from her again. I mean, she doesn't live in the United States. She's here for a while, but she lives in Canada, so that would be really hard too.
Oh, did she say where in Canada?
I don't remember. She must have.
I believe Toronto.
Toronto? Maybe Toronto. Mm-hmm.
That's not too far away, all things considered.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to hear from her.
Were you vibing with her?
Well, yeah. I mean, we met in the cafe in Catsbridge. She came in. She was doing not grocery shopping, like Christmas shopping and stuff, And
okay.
And we just started talking and hit it off pretty well. And she asked me out, and I didn't even understand that was happening. And then, so she had to finish her shopping or something, and then we planned a date, and I ended up out here, and you saw how it ended. So, yep.
Well, sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not your fault. You didn't know I was out here.
I mean, that's true, but I can still feel bad about it.
Fair, yeah. So, anyway, I don't know if she's gonna call or not. When When I was talking to her, she was asking about the Angel of Cats Bridge. Have you heard about that? Seen it on the news, maybe?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's you.
That's
So,
me. But I've
yes.
been like trying to like downplay that, you know. When people start
Mhm.
asking, I'm like, I don't think that's true, you know, that kind of stuff. So she's probably thinking I'm a huge liar now, and I don't know.
see.
Yeah.
Well, I guess by the technical sense, you
Mhm.
are,
Yeah.
but you know, that's not her business, that's yours. So,
Right, right. I mean, I guess I can't like, you know, Clark Kent my way through life, you know.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, I guess that's a personal choice, but
I don't know. I don't know.
Earl starts flipping through the TV channels.
Mhm.
There's a TV over the bar.
Okay.
Comes on the news, and there's cell phone footage of the fight in with uh, the, uh, the guys who showed up.
Mhm.
You see kind of shaky cell phone footage
Oh, there were a lot of people filming that.
of Old Man Winter, um, and then kind of pans over real quick, and you do see Thunderbolt, and then people running up, and he just kind of stops on it for a second. The sound is like real low,
Mm.
and he kind of turns around and he's like, look at these freaks. What are these people doing, dressing up in their pajamas and running around doing stuff that the police should be doing? I mean,
who's to say, Earl? Who's to say?
man, back when my dad was younger, they had all these costumed whatevers,
Yeah.
and they were always, trying to save the day, and it just seemed like they were making things worse.
Mm.
Maybe they ought to regulate these costumed jerks. I don't know.
How would you regulate someone with superpowers exactly?
Well, they gotta. I don't know. It's like a weapon. You gotta, register with the police or something, and so they know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody knows what. I mean, you saw it on the news. I think everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, but should they be able to just do that? I mean, and smashing cars and all this kind of stuff.
I
Mhm.
mean, they seem to be doing more good than bad, seeing as a bunch of people just stopped in the road and started lighting up a truck.
I didn't show that on TV. I just see these two.
I'll try a different channel. You never know.
Oh,
You ever heard of
ah,
like YouTube or Twitch? People put stuff up there.
the Who's Tube.
Never mind.
Earl, you can't be that old, my guy.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I trust all that stuff.
Mhm.
So because they could be putting messages in there for you to
What?
well
Oh
they
boy.
they do that stuff. They I saw it on the Twitter book or whatever the thing
Oh yeah, the book.
my niece has the Twitter book or whatever, and she showed me this stuff, and
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
Wow. Hmm.
I guess if people knew who they were,
Hmm.
then they'd feel better. They could say, hey, well, this was all caused by so and so, and the Rat Man or whatever, the ones the ones they say is jumping around the buildings here.
The
You
Rat
know,
The
Man?
what?
yeah. You never seen the Rat Man? He has
Uh-uh.
the
No.
he has the big cape, and he has a big like rat thing on his head. I guess he is. He's
Terrible. That's terrible.
It is. Yeah.
I don't give these guys their names. I mean, I just I see it on the news. They call him the Rat Man or the Pigeon Man or something like that. I don't know. I mean,
There's a lot of difference between a rat and a pigeon.
I mean, a lot of people do think of pigeons as flying rats.
Okay, that's fair.
yeah,
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 that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah. He's one of those
Alright.
guys wearing his underwear on the outside and all that, and I mean, if he's doing that, I mean, obviously he's
That's
not.
actually a callback to, the circus strongman. So it's,
True.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
actually, really, really clever
From
and a
like the
throwback when you
1920s
think
and
about it.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I guess, but does that mean he's not got anything on underneath? I don't want to know about that. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't his tailor or whatever.
You guys ready for another one?
Yep, give me another one, Earl.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't drink another one. I'm going to be driving home.
Your buddy here will get you a ride, right?
Sure.
All right, that's the spirit. And he's like, all right. And then he's like, you know what? I'll do a drink with you. He pours himself some like old turkey or some horrible rot gut,
Sure. All right.
And he's like, salute.
Okay.
Knocks one back. He's like, ah. So, you guys from around here? I ain't never seen you in here before.
Not exactly.
I guess now I am, but no, not really.
Oh, okay. How about you, miss?
I'm from Catsbridge.
Catsbridge?
Little tiny place you probably never heard of.
Nah, I ain't heard of it.
There ain't a lot going on down there.
It's a small town.
A lot of fields.
Wait, Catsbridge?
Yeah.
My uncle, I think, might have been from some Dogstown or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, my Dogstown. You got Dogstown and Catsbridge.
I've never heard of Dogstown.
I don't know what the hell they name all those little towns out there.
We got Fishburg somewhere.
There might be. You never know. But yeah, my uncle, who I was named after, was from.
Right?
Yeah.
His restaurant's still there. Somebody else owns it now.
Oh, you know what? Maybe if I ever get a day off, maybe I'll take a swing out to, was it Birdstown? Was it?
Catsbridge. You're never going to find it if you don't get it right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't get out much,
All right.
So, all right. Well, since you guys are about the only customers in here, I guess I better go wake up Fred there. He looks like he's had
he looks like he's had a bit one too many.
Yeah, maybe more than one.
All right, so he kind of comes up behind the bar and goes over, and you see him kind of like pick the guy's head up with his hair, and the guy's like,
"Wow!"
And he's like, "All right," I'm just gonna start slapping his face. He's like, "All right, let me call you a cab and get you some coffee in you."
Just start slapping him in the face, throw some cold water in his face, give him a cup of coffee.
Earl is very old school.
Yeah, apparently. Oh boy, that's the thing.
So, Zandra, total left field question. You got any siblings?
No, just me.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I think I remember that. I was just curious.
Oh yeah, no, it's just me.
Because you said you don't really know your parents, so.
No, I don't. They dropped me off at my grandma's house when I was like 5 or 6, and never came back.
So I guess I should have just put 2 and 2 together there, and did not for whatever reason.
That's okay. Yeah, no siblings, no family really anymore. My grandmother's gone. Yeah, kind of adopted Bobby as family, but yeah. So
like the uncle you never had.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew him a little bit growing up because he was there. He still lives in Catsbridge, and my parents don't. And I don't know. I keep asking him about them, but he doesn't really tell me much. So, yeah. Yep.
Part of me says he wants to be. Part of me says he's being protective, and another part of me says he's being shady as hell.
Oh, I don't think he's shady at all. He's pretty.
I mean, I don't think so either. He seems like a nice guy, but it's like maybe just to answer the question, you're a grown woman and all that, so you got a right to know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Very fair. I don't really talk to my parents very much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of. I guess I was kind of the child that they weren't expecting, I suppose.
Oh, well, all right.
Yes. I mean, I have 4 older sisters, so I'm pretty sure I was, I was an unexpected child, I think. But I don't know that for certain, but it definitely feels like I was.
I see. Yeah. Well, I mean, things happen. You can't really help what your parents do or don't or whatever.
That's true. But we don't talk all that much. I still talk to my sisters every now and then. We got Beatrice, Bethany, Brenda, and Barbara.
Wow.
Yeah, and my parents were really about the B names.
I guess. Is it like family history? Other people named that, or
I don't know. I think they just liked the letter B. I don't really know, but
okay, sure.
But yeah, we all got B in our name.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but we just call Beatrice B, and then we call Barbara Babs.
Oh. Okay.
But then Bethany and Brenda are just Bethany and Brenda. They don't have nicknames.
Yeah, I don't know how you would shorten that really that much. So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess we could shorten Bethany to Beth, but I'm sure she'd strangle me before she let that happen.
Yeah. Okay. So at least your sisters seem to be okay, right?
Yeah, they're pretty chill. Pun only slightly intended. But yeah, they're good. They were good older sisters.
Okay. And then you left or something?
I kind of was not a great student, I suppose. I was a very good gymnast in school, but
cool.
and then I did that a little bit through college, but I was kind of one of those kids where it's like, I just barely got by. Super unimpressive as far as grades went. So I don't know. All of my sisters are like geniuses or whatever, or at the very least, they're very competent in what they do. Whereas I was kind of just like a paper bag in the wind, I guess. Just going with the flow and just trying to make it by. And so yeah, I was good at gymnastics, but I didn't really see any way I could do anything with that. So I've kind of just been, I don't know, couch surfing ever since.
Wow. Okay.
Because I guess what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess so.
And also, I don't want. I don't know. I didn't reach out to my sisters about it because I don't want to be like a burden on them or whatever, because they got their own lives going on and all that.
That makes sense. Yeah, I have a degree in meteorology. I used to want to be the TV weather person and all that, and that changed when I got my superpowers. But yeah, I used to be a storm chaser.
I mean, I think you can still do that.
Probably. It's a little bit easier now because
I would say arguably it should be safer now because you got like lightning shooting out of your hands or whatever.
Right. I mean, yeah. Although, like last time I was in Catsbridge, I was trying to get some like photos of like just the scenery and stuff like that. It wasn't a tornado this time or anything like that, but somebody was flying up there too, and it looked like a flying suit of armor. And they didn't talk or anything. Slammed into my shoulder pretty hard, but
there was someone in a flying suit of armor.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, it's probably not exactly it, but I don't know who that was. I kind of like followed them out of Catsbridge. I don't know who they are. I hope they're not terrorizing the town while I'm out here.
Well, yeah, I would hope that as well. I don't know if like when they shoulder checked you, was it like, hey, I'm trying to get your attention, or was it more of a, hey, like, let's fight?
I don't know. I didn't get any response. Yeah. Oh, I might have a little bit of it on video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that didn't work out. Bobby added a shield to my gear.
He added a shield?
A shield, yeah. I'll show you next time we get into trouble, I guess. But yeah. I couldn't use it in the fight because my truck was on the other side of all those vehicles, and it was just taking too long. So
gotcha.
So the original shield was kind of purple, so it was just it just had this purple haze. And I was like, oh, so I don't actually have a recording of that.
So it had like a purple filter over everything.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it was hard to see through, but
I
think
see.
I think he improved it, or since.
So is it like more translucent now, whereas
so.
or like clear? I guess translucent. I mean, you could it could be purple and be translucent, because translucent just means that it's like semi-transparent, but
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to try it out and see what happens, but yeah.
How did he make a shield?
I don't know. He's smart. He reads a lot of stuff. I don't know.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, that's all he said.
I don't know anything about science, so I'm not going to question it.
Yeah. I mean, it works.
A young guy shuffles into the bar. He's wearing a hoodie, kind of has it over his head. He kind of sits at the other end of the bar from you guys, and just kind of folds his arms, just kind of puts his arms on the bar.
Can we discern any features?
That would probably take a roll of sorts.
Oh.
So let's do a investigation roll, please.
Both of us or one?
Both of you. If you don't want to look at them.
No, I can do it. Okay. Investigation is 5 dice. Okay.
Investigation is 4 dice.
Oh. Let's see how I do.
1.
There's someone at the end of the bar.
I've got a 6 and 3 4s.
Oh, all right.
Way better than me.
Much better. You can see he's kind of got some stubble. His eyes, he has like big bags under his eyes. It just looks tired, and he's just kind of just breathing real slow, but he's just kind of sitting at the end of the bar like.
He don't look so good.
Earl wanders over and he's like, kind of makes a face, and he's kind of like, "You got ID, kid?" The kid's like, yeah. And he starts to think about it, and he's like, and you see him kind of reach his hand inside his sweatshirt.
Uh-oh. I think this bar is going to get held up.
Should we do something?
Probably.
Give me another investigation roll, please.
Okay.
Both of you.
So it's 5 dice, I think it was.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I've got 2 2s, and that's all.
Okay, that's
apparently I'm a little shook up.
Okay. Yeah, Old Man Winter, you think you see him kind of starting to reach for something, but there's nothing, like, you can't quite tell because he's to the side of you, and the sweatshirt is kind of pulled out to here, so he's kind of like reaching down here. Like, you would think if he was reaching for a driver's license or something, it would probably be like here or back here. So
well, if we don't do something quick, I think he's going to kill the bartender.
I also don't want to like blast him and it be something totally innocent.
I can go distract him. Maybe?
I'll just slide up next to him.
Okay. I'll move around the bar, kind of.
You're gonna try to be stealthful about it. You're gonna try to turn on the winning charm. How are you going to do this?
Oh, I guess I'll put on the winning charm and and just like slide up next to him and be like, "So what you thinking of ordering?"
Could I have a charm roll, please?
Oh, wow.
Yay. I'm actually quite good at this. Okay, yeah, it's one of my 2 best talents. That and Streetwise. That's good. 6.
Okay.
Wow.
You slide right up to him and kind of almost like kind of bump into him, and he just kind of goes like, "Oh," he says, "Hey, I just gonna get a beer or something."
What kind? I mean, there are options.
I don't know.
I'm gonna come up behind, not close, but behind, like a few feet away in case anything goes down.
And he see him kind of pull his hand back out, and he's like, "I don't know, Budweiser or something like that." And Earl's like, I still need your ID. Kid's like, all right. Kind of reaches back, pulls out his wallet, and shows it to Earl. And Earl's like, kind of holding it up to the light, like, all right, I'll get you a beer. Kid,
put it on my tab, Earl.
All right. And would either of you like to try to get a glance at his license before he puts it back?
I do,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. I'm too far away though.
Yeah, you're probably
I'm like partway through the bar, just in case. You know.
Give me a perception roll, but it's gonna be more difficult than normal. So
more difficult than normal when it's already one of my worst skills. Okay.
So, no.
So you can what I'd say is you're gonna lose a die from your pool unless you want to spend resolve to add that die back. Do you care that much? So
I forget. When does resolve refresh?
Technically, it's supposed to refresh each episode.
Oh.
We haven't been real strict with it.
Okay.
So
I'll burn a resolve then.
Yeah.
Because my perception is already bad.
Yeah.
Comparatively to my other abilities. Well, with the exception of intellect, which is lower than that. Okay. 4.
Okay. You get a quick glance, and you maybe saw like Raphael something, but like you couldn't make out the last name real fast. And kid just kind of puts his license back, and he's like, just kind of zips up his sweatshirt a little bit, and he's just kind of looking at you like, "So what's up, man?"
Do you get any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles jokes, Raphael? Or are you more of like the Renaissance artist reference kind of guy?
He's like, no.
Neither. No to the first or the second question.
What's your deal, man?
I'm a curious guy, you know.
He's like, and then he notices Zandra. He's like, because she's standing right behind him, right?
Not directly, like partway through the bar, just enough where I can blast if I have to.
He's like looking at you like, he's like, thanks for the beer, man, but nah, man, I'm just coming in to, have a beer.
Okay, that doesn't really answer my question, though. Do people make Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles jokes or references about your name?
I guess maybe when I was a little kid, man, but I don't watch that stuff no more.
Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, I don't either, but that doesn't stop people from talking about it. They're kind of like pop culture icons. So
he goes, I guess, man, I like football. I like watching the Bulls, man. But he's like, so. And he kind of turns around and looks at Xander. He's like, so is she with you or what?
Yeah, she's a friend.
Deal? Oh, okay. And he just seems nervous.
You good there? Raph, you good there? You seem kind of anxious.
Yeah, I just been going through some rough things, man, and it's not. I don't know, man. It's just hard to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, do you want to talk about it, or you want to try to talk about it? No pressure or anything.
I'm gonna move back to the other end of the bar, figuring you probably got this, and I'll be close enough in range that way anyway.
Okay. I don't know, man. I just my mom's sick, and I ain't got a dad. I mean, I ain't seen that guy ever. My mom's sick, and my little brother's going through some stuff, and we're probably gonna get evicted, man. So we, just money's tight, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
Damn, that's really rough. What's she sick with, if you don't mind me asking?
He's like, I don't remember what they call it. there's some like makes her cough a lot and stuff, and I just know the medicine's expensive, and I just, you know,
like bronchitis or something.
maybe I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor.
I mean, fair enough. Neither am I.
Oh, and Earl finally brings the beer over, slides it over to him, and Raphael picks it up and just takes like a huge swallow. He's just like, he's like, I'm sorry, I know I'm not being real friendly. I just got a lot on my mind.
Nah, it's all right. We all get there every now and then.
So
everybody's got real rough patches.
So what was your name again, man?
Oh, I'm Benny.
Benny. All right. Guy reaches out, shakes your hand.
I have to shake his hand.
So what's your deal, man? What do you just go around helping people or something, man?
I guess. It's sort of a new thing I'm doing, I guess.
Yeah.
But, feels kind of good.
You ever think about like decisions and thinking like maybe you want to do something you don't think it's a good idea, but sometimes you feel like you don't got a choice.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think everybody does every now and again, but it's always good to, I guess, in those instances, sort of take a step back and try to look at things a bit more objectively and think, is this my only course of action? It might feel like it is right now, but is it really? And if I do this, is it really going to help me in the long run, or is it only going to hinder or hurt me?
Sometimes all we got is today, man. I mean,
very fair. I mean, I'm definitely one of those guys who likes to live in the moment and sort of just see what comes, but sometimes that's just not good enough, Sometimes you have to be thinking about tomorrow, because I'm all about being like, well, that's tomorrow Benny's problem. But, sometimes today Benny is really going to screw over tomorrow Benny. And tomorrow Benny really doesn't appreciate it when that happens. Little minor inconveniences or hindrances here and there is fine. But, if it's like some big, irreparable thing, then, I don't want tomorrow Benny dealing with that if I can avoid it.
Yeah, I don't know what my mom would do with my little brother then, because I'm just trying to help out the best I can.
You got any other family? I know you said your dad's not in the picture, but you have like aunts, uncles, and grandparents, anything like that?
I got cousins down the south side and some over in Indiana and stuff. I mean, but it comes down to it. Nobody seems to really give a shit about us. I mean, they all talk family, and all this, but when you need something, they ain't there. I mean, if you got money, oh yeah, you got more cousins than you know. But when you got problems of your own, man, nobody seems to. You just don't. Sometimes you just don't feel like you got anywhere to turn.
I guess that's true. I guess like to an extent. I've definitely had friends who have very, I suppose, strained relationships with their family and have this sort of mentality of family only comes around when they need something and all that. And that can definitely be true, but sometimes, when you do need something, then, what's the worst thing that can happen other than asking? Like, yeah, they could be real shitheels, I guess, and turn you down, but you won't know if they'll help or not unless you reach out your hand and just hope that they reach back.
I guess. I mean, sometimes you get tired of putting out your hand and there's nothing there, man. But he kind of picks up his beer, finishes the rest of it, and he just kind of slowly puts it down. He's like, I should probably get home.
That might be a good idea.
All right, man. Thanks, Benny.
Yep.
Gives you a fist bump.
I'll fist bump him back.
All right. He just kind of waves to Zandra. He's like, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Take care, man.
All right. And he gets up off the stool and just kind of straightens his sweatshirt. And he's like, he gives you kind of a smile. He's like, and
I'll just give him a rock and roll sign. Devil horns.
And he just kind of slowly turns around and walks out.
Well, that went well, I think.
Yeah. I guess he just needed somebody to talk to.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, talk him down from doing something drastic.
Yeah.
Earl comes over. He's like, I've seen that kid come in here once or twice, man. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a good kid, man. I don't know.
Well, maybe you shouldn't judge people by how they look.
It's a possibility. I mean, maybe he needs a job.
Like, okay, excuse me.
Yeah. I mean, do you need like other servers or like dishwashers here? I mean, sounds like the kid could use a job.
Guess, man. I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know if you need help or not?
All right, man.
This is like some of the alcohol is starting to speak.
Obviously, yeah. Wow.
He was gonna offer. He was gonna see if you wanted another one, but almost seems like maybe I ought to cut him off here.
Just being like, all right, you want to talk shit? We'll talk shit, I guess.
He turns around and he's like, let me see if the Bulls game is on. And he's just checking out the TV.
Right. Today's been weird, huh?
It has been weird. It's been very weird.
It's
been a very eventful day.
Yeah, for sure.
You each get a text message. Come in.
Okay. What do I got?
And it just says, this is Riley. We need you at, and it just kind of gives you an address. He's like, pack clothes, you're traveling east.
I've already packed clothes. Who's Riley?
The agent who talked to you before we came here.
Okay. Sure. My stuff's in my truck. So.
He's very to the point.
All right. Yeah. Well.
All right. Well,
are we supposed to leave now?
I think he would like that.
Yeah.
But if we could stop by, I guess like the group hangout spot. I need to pack clothes because I do not have a bag with me, unlike you.
Okay, yeah, I can drive you there. Give me directions.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
And sort
Earl's
of like,
but before you guys get, Earl's like, you guys done?
Yep.
Okay. And he just $15.
All right, I'll pay him.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You had a shitty date, so
I did.
It's the least I could do. And then also he's like, this is a very strange feeling, being the one paying for things. But and then sort of like as they're leaving, he'll sort of turn to Zandra and be like, you want to do this again sometime?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be good.
Sweet.
And I think that's a good place to end it. We just kind of go to that last panel of them kind of standing outside the bar. And,
cool.
And I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah,
So kind of a short episode tonight, but I thought it was a good opportunity to do a little more RP between the players, get to know them a little bit more.
Yup.
So why don't we find out a little bit more about each player and see what they've got going on. Do you have anything for us tonight, Aloysius?
No? I don't think so. Not that I can think of offhand.
Any friends you need to?
Any friends I need to shout out?
Yeah. It seems like it worked.
Yeah, definitely seems that way because both things accomplished what they were trying to do.
Good.
Not that I can think of. I don't think that anybody. Not that I can think of. At the moment.
All righty. And Jen.
I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast, focuses on the Diablo games and lore and books and whatever else, in addition to whatever the company's doing at the time. New episodes come out every Saturday, usually at shatteredsoulstone.com.
All right. Thank you. And we will be back next Wednesday with another episode of Laser Vision Comics. So join us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we also have the Horror at Oak Hill, episode 3, coming up in October 21st. That one really took a bit of a turn. I think that the players did not expect, which I loved.
I definitely was not expecting that. We didn't even get to explore the second floor.
You didn't even get to see it.
I'm so sad. We will never know what's up there now. I mean, maybe we will, but
maybe you will. Maybe you will.
Yeah.
So more things coming up in October, and so just come on back, check us at Restless Barbarian Gaming, and if you're interested in any merch, go to Restless Barbarian Gaming. It is a really mouthful. Slash Threadless to check out our store and see what kind of new stuff we've got coming out. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. If you would do us a favor and give us a like and subscribe to the channels, we'd appreciate it. So thanks to everyone tonight, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.